We got a problem. We got water coming in the boat, and I don't know where it's coming from. All I can figure is I was putting it in out here into the freshwater tank, and it was pumping out of the back of the boat as fast as I was putting it in. So I'm thinking it's freshwater, and I got to get this fixed now.
Okay, we came down here to do a little videoing and went to get some lunch. Turner was going to fill the water tank, and as you can see, that has turned into an explosion of boat work. Turner, you want to tell us what happened?
No. There's two things you don't want on your boat. One of them's fire. The other one's water leaking into the boat somewhere. And this week we had water coming in. Snapped off a fitting on the water tank at the fill line. So now I'm getting in there to see if I can't fix it. If I can't, I'm gonna cut it all down. But luckily for us, it was not salt water, it was fresh water. We've had a leaky tank on our starboard side for a little while now. We've known it, but it's just been a really slow leak. But this time I was putting water in the port side, and I noticed the pump starting to kick on and off. So the bilge pump kicking on and off. So I come down below and we started looking, and the water, I could see water running in when I looked down in the bilge coming in from the water tank on the side. So I had to tear everything apart on the port side under the lazarette, which is normal. You got to tear everything up to get to anything on a boat. Yeah. And what had happened was where the water coming into the boat from when you put it in at the cap, going into your tank, there's a fitting, and that plastic fitting snapped off. Tank's full. It ain't getting water because every time it kicks on, it's pulling water into there. I think it's because we've had some 29-degree weather down here in the south, and the cold weather and plastic fittings just don't go together. We all know that. But that cracked and broke, so when I would put water into the boat, it was going directly into the bilge.
Are we going to need a new fitting?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a spare, or are we going to have to try to find something open on a Sunday?
I'm gonna look and see if I got a spare, which I doubt we do. We'll just have to do without water.
Okay.
Or fill the other tank. Because we can put water over there.
Okay. What could have caused this? Do you think it froze because we had 29-degree weather last week?
It could have. After getting in and finding out where the water was coming from, I was able to go ahead and remove the fitting and come apart in two pieces. All right, this is the fitting that come out. This part goes inside the tank. Looks like it snapped. And then this screws down. So that can make your boat take on water. So I had to put it together and kind of look at it and see what we were going to need. It being Sunday, nothing was open for me to be able to get a new part.
and we didn't have a spare on the boat. So we started looking around, and Renee found out that West Marine was open. So we rode over there, made a donation, and got the fitting we needed.
What'd you decide to go with?
I'm gonna go with the 5/8,
Okay.
which is exactly the same as a 1/2 inch. If you look at them, it's mislabeled or something. I don't know what's going on there.
This is going to take care of our water problem, you think?
Yeah, this looks like it. When you put all these pieces together that broke,
Yeah.
it matches this.
Well, good. All right, so off to get it paid for, and then we can fix it, right?
Yeah.
So got back to the boat, had to tear everything apart again because we put it all together so we could be on here and live.
As per usual, everything we do, we got to tear up something. All right, I'm gonna get over here where you can see. This is what we got going. This is our water tank on our port side. So I've removed the fitting. I'm going to go ahead and install the fitting. Well, first I'm gonna fit it and make sure it fits in here. Then I'm gonna install the fitting here, get this hose back on there, and try to make sure it's not leaking anymore.
But I've got this much room. It's just like any place on a boat. You got this much room to work, and there's already an air line that comes down through there, a vent line, and things. Well, for me to take the piece loose off the end of the hose was a lot easier than it going back, because I could drag the hose out to me and get everything loose. Well, putting it back, I've got to put it together in an order and put it together down through a really small hole. So I felt like I was working in a matchbox, like reaching up inside your mailbox and trying to tie knots or something.
Yeah, I can see why some people would just put water jugs out in the floor.
Just give up on this, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, before you do this, you need to get you 2 hands full of Prozac or something.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. I think we're good. Bam.
Okay, before you put all that together, do we want to go test it with the water hose?
No.
Okay.
This is full. It's full of water.
Whatever you say, buddy.
I'm not messing with them. We're good.
Alrighty.
Say a prayer.
Okay. Miss Rachel, if you're watching, we need your help.
But I got it all back. It looks like everything's working, and we've learned a lesson from it. But if we go back and rechange it, if I have to do any more work, I think we're going to change the fitting to a different angle, or I'm going to just change that hose out and give myself some more slack. So the moral of the story is, if you're going to be going away from your boat and it's going to be 29 degrees, I guess leave some kind of heater on in there, or a light bulb or something, so you don't have this kind of issue. And I just thank goodness that it was some fresh water instead of salt water, because there's a limited amount of fresh water coming out of that tank into the bilge.
I get one thing fixed and another one pops up. Another problem pops up. I don't like that, Neil.
What? There's a limited amount of fresh water coming out of that tank that's going to flow into the bilge.
We got another problem. We got water coming.
Till next time, hey, Mom and them, Turner said hey.